Hello, hello. Good evening, everyone. Here we are for our second Newberry and Verch live stream of the evening. This time, 7:30 p.m. Eastern, and hoping that a lot of our USA and Canada friends are tuning in. And we wanted to make two different time slots. So we had an earlier show a few hours ago, mostly for our UK and European followers and Joe and April's fans. So welcome, everyone. Merry Christmas. I'm Maria Wallace, True North Music, and I'm a grassroots promoter and a booking agent over here in the UK. It's about midnight here. And I've had the pleasure of working with April Verch and Joe Newberry for the last few years. And in happier times, I've booked a couple of UK tours for them and hosted some actual in-person concerts for them here locally too. So I'm so pleased that they've asked me to present and host this live stream for them today, or the two different live streams. And I'll have I'm sure lots of my American and Canadian friends will be watching too. And so, yeah, please hit that share button if you're on Facebook. Tell your friends to join us, and we hopefully have another good audience for April and Joe this evening. For those of you who maybe don't know them quite so well, or not both of them, just as an intro, I'll bring them in a few minutes, and then they'll play a set for you, and then I'll have a little chat with them at the end about their news and what they have coming up. But in case anyone doesn't know, Joe Newberry is based in North Carolina, born in Missouri, and he is an award-winning songwriter, a very much acclaimed banjoist, fantastic guitarist and singer. April Verch was brought up in Canada's Ottawa Valley and is now resident in North Carolina. And she is an acclaimed fiddle player, an amazing step dancer, and she has toured for many years with her trio, the April Verch Band, as well as in her duo with Joe. Joe also has various projects, including his duo with the acclaimed mandolin player Mike Compton. I think we're using the word acclaimed a lot, which is entirely relevant in this company. So, yes, it is going to be marvelous to actually experience Joe and April's Christmas show this evening, again for me. And I've been wanting them to bring it to the UK for years. So, and they also have a new album out, which they'll be telling you a little bit about later on, and we'll chat about that. Also, tonight is entirely donation-based. We don't have any funding, and as you know, it's been very tough for musicians in the past 18 months. So please, if you do have the means, please consider making a donation. I'll put the links up both in the chat and on the screen. And so that would be marvelous if you are able to afford to contribute. We would very much appreciate it. But also, yeah, hit that share button and that helps us too. So yes, I shall bring in April and Joe and let them take it away. And please, yeah, settle back and enjoy Newberry and Verch.
Hey, everybody.
Howdy, howdy.
Thank you, Maria. We are so lucky to have a friend that's willing to stay up until it'll be 2 a.m. by the time we're done
right.
for her.
That's right.
And welcome. Thank you for joining us here. We have had a fabulous tour playing our holiday cheer show, and we are just really excited to have one more little shot at it together. We kind of got sad this afternoon when we realized it was almost over. But we love this music, and we hope that it'll bring some joy to you. We're sharing exactly what would happen if we were having a traditional Newberry or Verch Christmas. So we're going to start off with some banjo and feet.
Yeah.
didn't know if April could do my favorite. I like all her steps, but that little pity pat step just kills me. So we are in the studios owned by Chris Rosser. Give a wave, Chris. Yay, Chris. And so if it looks like a recording studio, it's because it is. And we've got some talented friends in addition to our friend Maria and her brother Martin, who helped us get this set up. Chris has made everything easy. A gift.
And we have our little miniature Christmas tree. We hope you can see it lit up back there.
It's mostly just so I can use the line from A Charlie Brown Christmas. Gee, Charlie Brown, I think it's just that it needed a little bit of love. One of the things about traveling as much as we do, or as much as we did before a couple of years ago, is meeting great folks. And I ran into a lady named Betty who came up to me at a show in Charlottesville, Pennsylvania, and she came up and she said, I enjoyed your program very much. And I said, well, thank you. Thank you. And she said, I'm Betty. I'm a yodeler. And I said, well, I yodel a little bit too. She said, my key is A. So we yodeled for a little while. And I wanted to do a song about Betty, but also, and yodeling, but I also wanted to do one about how I've turned into my father. And if you're watching, I bet you've turned into your parents, or you've got a parent out there that, and they say, I don't need anything, I don't want anything. Well, here, this song mixes both of those things. And I'm going to do it in the key of E. You know, you never know when you're going to earn your salary. I just did. At Christmas time, I realize I've turned into my dad. Shopping for me always seems to make my children mad. They roll their eyes when I tell them I don't need a single thing. So they wrote to Santa and they told him about how I love to sing. On Christmas Eve, I read to them from good old Clement Moore and his visit from St. Nicholas and presents by the score. I tucked them in and I sat down in my chair there by the fire. And I dozed until I heard what sounded like a Christmas choir. An envelope was on my lap, the cookies all were gone. A note addressed to me said, hope you liked your Christmas song. Your children tell me that you are a man with everything. So your Santa present this year is the gift of yodeling. Santa brought me a yodel for Christmas. He brought it on his sleigh. Santa brought me a yodel for Christmas, so I can yodel Christmas Day. Swing it, yeah. I thank the kids for sending the best letter ever sent. I ran through the house that morning, I yodeled everywhere I went. I ran outside and I yodeled up into a clear blue sky, which made my neighbors shout, thanks, you just made the baby cry. I yodeled high, I yodeled low, I yodeled every key. I yodeled once, I yodeled twice, and then I yodeled three. I yodeled like old Slim Whitman and the Sons of the Pioneers. I yodeled through some laughter, and I yodeled through some tears. 2-syllable Christmas words began to spring to mind. Dasher, Dancer, Prancer, Vixen, all of those worked fine. Comet, Cupid, Donner, Blitzen, all of those worked too. But the best of all was Rudolph singing yodeling. Now you're out there all by yourself, yodel with me. Santa brought me a yodel for Christmas. He brought it on his sleigh. Don't think, just do it. Santa brought me a yodel for Christmas, so I can yodel Christmas Day. Oh, holy night, shine down on me.
I was wondering if Chris was going to let out a really loud yodel, forgetting that he wasn't alone in the room.
I know. One of the things I love to do when I write songs is I try and tell an old story a new way. And this I wrote actually when I drive. I write. I don't listen to the radio as much. I will write songs and call them in to either my answering machine or sometimes now with my voice recorder. And this I wrote this song on a drive from Charlotte to Raleigh a few years ago. And April and I are going to do it the old style way with no instruments at all, just our voices. It's called Little Baby in a Manger. Joseph and Mary were traveling on the road to David's town, and the heavenly hosts began to sing when the love was tumbling down. Little baby in a manger, a little baby being born. A little baby's no stranger on this Christmas morn. The weary travelers were denied, there was no room at the inn. But the innkeeper proved sanctified. He said, the stable's free, my friends. Little baby in a manger, a little baby being born. A little baby's no stranger on this Christmas morn. Now Mary, being great with child, cried, Joseph, let's agree. She said, this baby's near. And then she smiled, he will be born to set us free. Little baby in a manger, little baby being born. A little baby's no stranger on this Christmas morn. At midnight the cattle and lowly sheep all speak in human tongues. What will their glorious message be? The Messiah's time has come. Little baby in a manger, a little baby being born. A little baby's no stranger on this Christmas morn. Go shout it from the mountainsides in the valleys near and far. A little baby is a-coming to be our guide, and the sign is yonder star. Little baby in a manger, a little baby being born. A little baby's no stranger on this Christmas morn. Little baby in a manger, a little baby being born. A little baby's no stranger on this Christmas morn. There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
Well, that song has a line in one of the verses about the animals speaking in human tongues on Christmas Eve. And it's a story that both Joe and I grew up with in our families. My grandpa used to tell my mom about it, who told me. And in Joe's family, it was his Uncle John. And Joe wrote a beautiful poem about his memories of his Uncle John, and we collaborated. I wrote a tune to go with the poem, and so we're bringing recitations back.
That's right. And April will hide her light under a bushel. I will tell you, she not only wrote a tune, she wrote one of the most beautiful tunes that I've heard in a long time. And it fits really, really perfectly as we tell the story of Uncle John and the Christmas miracle. Each Christmas Eve, when I was young, Uncle John would tell the story that animals use human tongues to share the Christ child's glory. And I'd lobby hard to stay up late to watch the beasts all kneeling, with midnight tales of love, not hate, and words of hope revealing. We'd head to the barn around 11 to check on early speaking, awaiting messages from heaven and wise ones who were seeking. I'd make a little bed of hay, the livestock softly lowing. With heavy eyes, I'd hear him say, "I'll wake you for the knowing." And then a gentle shake I'd feel to wake me from my dreaming. It was time for the reveal, to watch the love light beaming. "I'm sorry, boy, we missed the sight. I guess we both were sleeping. But we'll try again next Christmas night, while shepherds watch we're keeping."
Time for a couple more fiddle tunes, I think.
Yes, I need to get it together a little
Okay,
bit.
yeah, give you a minute. We're going to play a waltz first, the Red Fox Waltz. This is one that Don Messer, great Canadian fiddle legend, recorded, and Joe grew up with it in Missouri as well, with one of his fiddle mentors, Taylor McBain, playing it.
We used to love to play this tune with Taylor, and he liked some chords. He liked D, A, and G, like all guitarists will use, but he liked other chords as well, some minors, and so we'll throw a couple of those $10 chords in there too, and we'll play Red Fox Waltz and Red Fox, or as we just put it on the set list, the Foxes. I'm just checking my tuning.
Yeah, the instruments, we've been dragging them around a lot the last few days, and so I think they're feeling it a little bit. We might be too, but we can cover it easier. We're gonna sing one that I co-wrote with my friend Linda Dawson, and this one was inspired by accounts that we found about the first Christmas tree, and we were particularly inspired by what we read about Martin Luther bringing in a tree for his children, and we also found a hymn or a carol that he wrote back then, and we took the words from his chorus and put them in our song to be the chorus, and so it's extra special to us for that reason. So this one's called Martin Luther's Tree. The first Christmas tree was tall and proud and dream. It sat on a tabletop so all the kids could see. A gift from their father, it filled them with delight, and kept the cold and dark at bay with candles burning bright. Father said in wintertime, when things are brown and dry, these branches green and full of life help keep our faith alive. Candles shine just like the star that led the wise men to the king. And then he sat the children down and taught them all the same. Good news from heaven the angels bring. Glad tidings to the earth they sing. Unto us this day a child is born, to crown us with the joys of heaven. When I was a little girl, on cold, long winter nights, I'd lie beneath the Christmas tree and stare up at the lights. Mom would read the Christmas story as we'd put popcorn on a string. And Dad would gather us around, and as a family we would sing. Good news from heaven the angels bring. Glad tidings to the earth they sing. Unto us this day a child is born, to crown us with the joys of heaven. I can see it in their eyes, the excitement and the joy when our Christmas tree arrives. They gaze up at the star, and I tell them about the night God sent his Son to earth below to bring us hope and light. Good news from heaven the angels bring. Glad tidings to the earth they sing. Unto us this day a child is born, to crown us with the joys of heaven. To crown us with the joys of heaven.
Beautiful, beautiful song. Congratulations, April. And Linda Dawson, if you're watching.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
Well, I'm gonna cross tune my fiddle. for this next couple of tunes. We've got a couple more planned. Maybe we'll do one more and then bring Maria back in to have a little chat.
Yeah, that sounds good. So April's going to go from standard fiddle tuning of G, D, A, E to the tuning of A, E, A, E. It's cross tuning. And I'm going to tune from double D tuning to A tuning. And they have little tuners here. We never worry, about taking a little bit of time to tune, and I'll tell you why. If you're a musician out there, let me tell you, if you play old-time music or bluegrass music or country music or rock and roll, don't let anyone say, it's close enough for, and then fill in the genre. We like being in tune. Think of us like if we were aircraft mechanics and we were working on that engine right outside your window. You wouldn't mind waiting just a second till we got it just right, would you? I don't think so. So we're sort of the same.
Well, Joe is finishing his tuning. I'll let you know that I think almost everything, maybe a couple of the fiddle tunes aren't on the new holiday CD, but the majority of these songs are. Some of them are songs we've been doing since our first Holiday Cheer tour back in 2016, and some of them are newer to us. But we put the CD together this summer, and we're actually in the studio where it was mixed and mastered, and it just feels really good to have it out in the world. And it's a digital download, so you can head over to aprilverch.com and have an instant download or give an instant gift if you're running late with some of your shopping.
That's such good holiday marketing.
Oh,
April
thank
Verch.
you.
Yeah.
Came up with that just now.
You did a good job. Oh my Lord, we should probably go now. I'm in tune. This is a song that I wrote about New Year's Day celebrations in the Newberry family. We always try and figure out what the first day of the year is going to be, and usually what we do the first day of the year carries us through the rest of the year. So we make sure to have food and drink and dancing and lots of love, and we eat black-eyed peas for luck and collard greens for money. First day of the year. Rosin up the bow just right, draw the dancers near. Music sweet into the night, the first day of the year. Ring the banjo, make it sound, let your heart have cheer. Take the tune and pass it round the first day of the year. January through December, 12 months make a year. Joy and sorrow to remember as we travel here. January through December, 12 months make a year. Joy and sorrow to remember as we travel here. Cook the black-eyed peas for luck, make enough to share. Collards green like new sawbucks the first day of the year. Celebrate with kith and kin from far away and near. What a fine way to begin the first day of the year. January through December, 12 months make a year. Joy and sorrow to remember as we travel here. January through December, 12 months make a year. Joy and sorrow to remember as we travel here. Maria.
Oh, good.
Wonderful.
She's still up.
Oh, yeah. Thank you guys, that was just wonderful. Chris is just adjusting the thing so I don't hear myself echoing. Brilliant, thank you. Well, I totally forgot to ask people if they had questions because I was enjoying it so much. But I think we probably only have a limited time anyway. But we're going to have a little chat and I'll ask you some of these things, and then we're going to have a bit of an encore, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Finale.
Yeah, a finale. You bet.
There was one question, and I will ask it, although I think possibly somebody asked whether they could request Baby I'm Blue. I did say it's probably just a Christmas show tonight, so is that off the table or?
It probably is, only because the finale is also in this cross tuning, and
That's
Baby
right.
I'm Blue would mean getting out and coming back.
But
Thank you for asking.
in the
It's such a lovely
clever
song.
Christmas marketing that you've come to expect from Newberry and Verch, it is available on our first CD, which is also available in the store at aprilverch.com.
No
or you
problem.
can find it on
And
YouTube.
it's streaming as well.
Yes.
I thought I'd just be cheeky and ask.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I'm glad you asked.
Yes.
You never know.
Lovely. That was a completely different set from earlier, and the videos will both be up on our pages. So please, audience members, go and share them anyway, and get more people watching on the watch again. So yeah, it's just really to have a little chat about what you guys have coming up. So I know you talked about the album, and so I think maybe you've already covered that about the download only format, and that you have this beautiful cover art that you decided to do that instead, right?
We did. When we were talking about recording this project, and then also what to do with it when we got done with it, we weren't sure where CDs are going. I mean, you go to any rental car and you're not probably going to have a CD player in the car. And also, it's been a hard 2 years, not only for musicians, but visual artists. And we partnered with our friend Martha Kelly in Memphis. And she did a beautiful, it's a lino cut.
A lino cut, yeah.
It's gorgeous.
It is, yeah. Yeah, she really captured the spirit of the music. And so that's our cover art. And we've been selling that print at our shows with the download on the back. But when you buy it digitally, then you get the digital liner notes with the album.
Yeah. Excellent. So yes, I put the link in the chat, and we'll do so again. And we also just want to remind everyone, this is a completely donation-based show. We don't have any funding this time or anything like that. So please, if you did enjoy the music, I'm sure everyone did, and you have the means, if you could consider making a donation. We've got the April's PayPal and Venmo up there for, and I put it on screen now actually, or that's the PayPal one anyway. But yes, I will also repeat that in the chat. So, and share the video. That'd be great, and just get this far and wide. So yes, future things going on. I know it's a bit of a strange time, but I know that April, you have an exciting dance event or two coming up that some of the step dance aficionados might be interested in.
Yeah, definitely. I've been thrilled to collaborate with Simon Harmer, a wonderful step dancer from the UK, and we got some funding from the Canada Council for the Arts to put a project together. So it's part presentation and research and part tutorial. And on January 8th and 9th, we will have 2 live streamed events. And the first day will be sort of our findings and the routine that we've choreographed together. And then the second day will be the tutorial. And the project centers around our dance heroes, mine, Donnie Gilchrist, and Alex Woodcock, who is one of Simon's mentors and dance heroes. So that's coming up.
It's going to be exciting. So look out for that, folks. The project's called Steps from the Heart. I'll put the link to the page about that as well, in case any of you are interested in booking into the online events. So that's 8th and 9th of January. And Joe, I believe you've got brewing some plans for some stuff with the legendary Mike Compton, the old Compton and Newberry duo.
I said this last time, and I really meant it. I'm in my 2 favorite duos. So I split my time between working with April Verch in Newberry and Verch, and with Mike Compton, the mandolinist extraordinaire in Compton and Newberry. And so Mike and I have some new material that we've been working on. We're going to get together for some shows early in the new year, and then April and I will be getting together again in the spring for some shows. And we're just, it's the strangest time that I can remember as a musician. So all we can do is what we can do. And so thank you so much for letting us do this live stream for folks who might not feel good about coming out to a show in person, but we wanted to make sure that we played some holiday music and Christmas music for everybody that we could. So we really appreciate you hosting us, Maria. We really do.
Thank you.
It's been wonderful, and thanks to everyone for tuning in from across the globe. It is a great consolation, really, to just feel connected to everyone. And I'm certainly one of the cautious ones too myself. So yeah, it's wonderful to be able to see your Christmas show. And we should give another shout out for Chris, who's there with you in the studio.
Thank you, Chris.
And yes, so I'll hand over to you for your finale. And yes, thanks everybody for tuning in. I'll put some of links in the chat for those final things. And yes, do donate if you can. And thank you so much, Newberry Verch, everyone.
Maria.
Thank you, Maria. And you're all watching this on the True North music page, presumably. So don't forget to follow Maria's pages, because even if you're not in the UK, she's always presenting great music online, and she's been doing a lot of that during the pandemic. So as our thanks to her, she's so nice to us, but we want to make sure that we mention that she's got a lot going on. So please give her a follow and a like.
Absolutely. Well, we'll end up our program with a tune that took its name from parties that happened in the Blue Ridge in North Carolina and Virginia. They're called breaking up Christmas parties. And when you break up Christmas, it happens between Christmas and the Epiphany on January 6th. And so in those 2 weeks, people would work during the day just enough to get a little bit of work done. But what they were really working for is those parties at night. And this tune took its title from those parties. And the great Tommy Jarrell, fiddler from Mount Airy, he would play this, and he would play it as long in the B part as he wanted to. It was not prescribed. So April's going to play it as long as she wants to, and I'm just going to watch her and do it. I'm going to watch. Yes, I will. Hooray, Jake, and hooray, John, breaking up Christmas all night long. Way back yonder, long time ago, the old folks danced the do-si-do. Hooray, Jake, hooray, John, breaking up Christmas right along. This doesn't happen often. Show 'em how it's done, Verch. That's how it's done. Hooray, Jake, hooray, John, breaking up Christmas right straight along. Oh me, oh my, oh me, what'll I do? Late last week in the middle of the creek, I saw old Santa Claus washing his feet. Hooray, Jake, hooray, John, breaking up Christmas all night long. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas, April Verch.
You too, Joe. Bye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.
Thank you so much, and good night.